Curate you. Saying no more often to sculpt an intensely curated, purposeful, successful, clutter-free life by Christopher Boswell, read by Megan Kumakura. The pieces I chose were based on one thing only, a gasp of delight. Isn't that the only way to curate a life? Myra Kalman, My Favorite Things. The onslaught of things. Every single day, my inbox is full of valuable offers for things I can acquire that will supposedly enhance my life. My favorite is an email I get every few days from B&H Photo. They sell a lot more than just photography gear and send out a daily deal email with 3 or 4 items heavily discounted. I love electronic gadgets, and over the years, this one has drawn me in the most times. Heck, there is no tax and the shipping is free. So I see it, click in, and purchase that police scanner I apparently could not live without. Or another Bluetooth speaker, set of headphones or earbuds, even special fingerless gloves. Then there's the 2 microscopes that take up an entire workbench in my office, or the outdated Tamron Photovix that I had to have but have never used. Start saying no. In an article by Michael Simmons titled Warren Buffett, Really Successful People Say No to Almost Everything, he writes, when Bill Gates first met Warren Buffett, their host, Gates's mother, asked everyone around the table to share the single most important factor to their success. Gates and Buffett both gave the same one-word answer: focus. My interpretation, gleaned from a lifetime of studying what successful people do, sounds like this. Say no to everything that does not add value to or is not in alignment with my mission. In other words, ruthless prioritizing and curation. I stopped going to the grocery store years ago. My food is now delivered. Same with the lawn. The 4 to 8 hours I save every few weeks not doing these tasks can be spent creating new artwork or writing. I decided to say no to spending my time on these 2 tasks, instead using it for tasks more aligned with my passion. These decisions took a while. It's likely counterintuitive for most of us. Doesn't doing more actually bring abundance and opportunities into my life? The answer is not always yes. Recently, I also stopped answering the phone for all the automated sales calls. It was irritating, same recording over and over from different numbers. I now spend the time saved to block the phone number. This choice effectively replaces the discomfort with a feeling of accomplishment. Just one choice. I'm not sure why, but there were no classes on decision-making from elementary school through to college. Looking back, it's clear that I could use some coaching in this area. This idea has brought writing on Medium into a critical light for me. The jury is still out. More on that later. Strategy is about making choices, trade-offs. It's about deliberately choosing to be different. Michael Porter. Find clues in what attracts us. Maybe looking at what attracts us can answer questions that will lead us to better decisions about what to bring into our lives. The man in the photo above. Why did he stop at this piece of art? Does he like a particular color used? Or the size, a long panoramic? Why did he go to the gallery in the first place? The answers to these questions might tell us what to include in our homes and our lives. Recently, an uninsured woman almost hit me crossing the street and clipped the door of my van. It was a nice big crinkle, and I have not spent the $2,000 needed for the repair. Each time I open the van door, a negative sensation spikes in my body and I call that woman a not-so-nice name. A similar but positive reaction occurs when I look at flowers blooming or any one of the 15 pieces of art hanging in my home. Birds make me smile. I love watching them and listening to the singing their presence brings. So, my yard has an assortment of feeders and watering holes, even birdhouses, to attract these little bits of heaven to me. I'm effectively curating my life. Remember, Say no to almost everything? After purchasing new 4K televisions and placing them in every room of my home, I have reduced my screen time by a factor of 10. I was just getting tired of watching the same commercials over and over. They are everywhere. Then there's the internet. If I land on a page that has a huge drop-down, starts playing a video in the corner, or hides one paragraph of text inside 100 other pictures and links, I leave, going right back out, never to return. It's about saying no more often. Our decisions to say no can actually mold the community to remove things that we are turning away from. Our attention is a very powerful commodity. I'm using it. As we get older, we get better at choosing in ways that will make us happy. We do a better job at picking activities that make us happy and at spending time with people who make us happy. We're also better at letting things go. Sheena Iyengar. The myth in abundance. Often, I look at this subject. It is thought that human beings have a hunter-gatherer mentality passed down from our ancestors. In a different time, people had to venture out, finding what was needed in the environment. Gathering more than was needed could be good, as long as it would keep. Then came the industrial age and refrigeration. More could be acquired and kept longer. For me, there is a sort of safety amidst the sea of possessions up to a point. Having many things meant choices for activities to pass the time. But as the amount of things grew, I began to feel tied down, overwhelmed by a bunch of things that needed repair all the time. The fun was over. It's still time for more, but for more of saying no. Okay, that's a wrap for now. Thanks for reading, sharing, clapping, and following. I hope you found some value in this article. Want to read another one? Go here. Until next time, cheers, Christopher. Copyright and trademark Christopher Boswell, 2019. All rights reserved. We invite you to learn more about Christopher at Real Window Creative.